color, making the gel.
Welcome, everybody. Today we are talking with Shiri for our 2001 Living Shakti Summit. So first, I'd like to welcome you, Shiri.
Thank you so much, Kalavati Devi. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So, what we're doing during the summit is, number one, we're celebrating Navratri, these 9 special nights of the divine feminine rising. And we're also speaking to Maa's devotees about their experience with bringing in and that awareness of awakening Shakti from within. So Shri, can you start by telling us some background about yourself and how you met Maa and what that journey has been?
Sure, I'd love to. Well, I'm 41 years old and I'm a mother myself. I'm a mother of 2 boys, also a lifelong partner. I am an artist. I've been a dancer pretty much my entire life and like to make different artistic works. And I currently live in Southern California on the homeland of the Paiute people. And I have just always had a really great love for God, for speaking with God, for prayer, and just felt that the presence of God has been super crucial to my life. I grew up in a Christian church, going to a private Christian school, and then at around 16, started to learn about Rastafari and Rastafarianism, which was introduced to me through my Jamaican ancestry on my mother's side, and which is all about just living your life for Jah, kindness, peace, love, nonviolence, and really dedicating yourself to living that kind of life. So I've been practicing that since I was about 16, 17 years old. And when I was 21, 22, I was introduced into meditation, and I was in Los Angeles at the time and was just really drawn to the practice of going inside, of being able to travel to different realms and to be able to see different things. And I thought, well, both my partner and I thought, wow, that just seems like something we should do, that we should add to our practice. So at that time, we went to an organization called Know Thyself as Soul, who had a center in Los Angeles where you could be initiated. And we received the initiation on inner light and sound. And I've been practicing that since. And then in, I think around the late 2000s, I was introduced to Maa, who at that time was being referred to as Mataji. And I just was blown away by seeing her power, even though it wasn't in person, it was on the screen. I could feel power every time she lifted her hand. I just felt like I could see radiation coming off of it. I could see just the power surrounding her, and really was attracted to it. And so I started to just meditate on her and put pictures of her on my house, around my house, and now am following her more closely.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. It's been quite a beautiful journey. So, we have all been receiving our copies of Living Shakti, the new publication from Sri Maa Gyan Publications. And I wanted to ask you, how do you see that power, that Shakti manifesting in your life? And what types of, activities or bhakti bring it out in you the most?
Hmm. Yeah, I did. I recently got my copy here, so I'm in process of reading more about it and more about Maa Adishakti and her journey into enlightenment and into her power. Um, I feel for me, the way I felt Shakti has been a lot of light. When I meditate, I practice meditation every day, and like feeling just my soul be drawn into my third eye, into the light, which at times has been so overpowering. I just like don't ever want to come out or ever leave, which has been beautiful, and just so thankful for that type of experience, to know it's real, that going inside is real. Um, I also feel Shakti when I feel empowered when I dance. I've studied lots of different dance forms, and specifically when I've done dance forms that are more traditional, such as West African dance or Afro-Caribbean dance, and when we're really singing and giving thanks to the gods and the goddesses and invoking powers, I just feel like my soul is just being raised to a place that I can't explain. And there's just so much power in the movement of it and the drums and the music. And I just feel that I'm all powerful, like I can do anything. And that has felt very much like Shakti to me. Also just in my own devotion at home, like when I'm, sometimes I'll play some chants and some music on YouTube or something, and I'm chanting along and I'm dancing, or I might even be cleaning and I'm thinking of Ma, and I'm giving thanks for all the blessings I have and looking forward to life. That also feels like Shakti to me. That I think it's just those times when I feel so present and I feel so good, and I feel bigger than myself in a way, bigger than just a body or just Cherie as a personality. So connected to all of the elements, the natural elements, to the universe, to the cosmos. That's been my experience of what I would define as Shakti.
Thank you for sharing that. It's always a pleasure to hear that people feel this within themselves, even like you said, cleaning and our day-to-day mundane activities, that we find sacredness during that time. Ma often talks about the coming of the satyuga, the yuga of light and truth. And I'd like to ask you, how do you see that coming through in what you do and being part of ushering that in?
Yeah. Well, in an interview I did recently with you, it still sticks out to me when you said, the revolution is inside. And I just am praying and can't wait for the revolution, the coming of the golden age for our world. I think that we are preparing for it, and I know I feel so ready, and I feel ready for my children, for my descendants, those that I don't even know, and have so many hopes and dreams that they'll be able to see that our world will be a place where everyone is respected and everyone has everything they need, and everyone can just live their life in Shakti and, and in peace and work together. And so I'm so hoping for that. And I also feel that it's my duty to create that as much as I can now, by my practices and by my thinking. I've been working a lot on my thinking this last year during the pandemic, to think more positively, to not doubt myself, to believe that anything is possible. And I know for myself, especially as a woman of color living in a society that, has been oppressive to women of color, that is just so important and so key. And so retraining my mind has been big. And I think that is definitely helping me think about the golden age and feel it too, like feel like what the golden age can be and believe in it. And so I feel like, you know, if we could all do that, if we could all just train our minds to be positive, to know that anything is possible, that we have so much power. You know, we come from Jah, we come from God. The mother power is on earth right now, blessing us. Change is coming. And if we can embrace that, and we can embrace who we are and love who we are and stay as positive as possible, I do believe we can bring in this golden age quicker for everybody. And that it starts with us. It starts with each person, you know, doing their best to do that. So that's my training for myself right now, and trying to be a part of bringing in the golden age as quickly as possible.
Jema, definitely. I can feel that just radiating from you. You know, we have a devotional video that we're going to share as well. And can you tell us a little bit about it first?
Yes. So I've just created a short improvisation. It's filmed in my backyard. I think I filmed it yesterday, and it's dancing in nature and just a moment of reflection of Ma and all the blessings and love that she has for us and for this world, and feeling her in everything, you know, in every natural aspect, in myself and other people and the trees and the grass and the air, just trying to feel that love and that Shakti. And yeah, and it's just a little dance that is in remembrance of her.
Excellent. Well, before we segue to that, I want to thank you for coming on and giving your time to share your experience. I think that as we share our experiences, we inspire other people. And when they feel inspired, then the revolution begins with them as well. Thank you so much, Shri.
Thank you.